Books and movies need more death, glamour, and illusion. That's Hollywood. Jamie Sharp didn't die in my San Francisco life. He was in my wedding to Katie. Became a trucker. I lost track of him over the years. Maybe he did die of the HIV he had. Or drugs. I'll never know. All of my old HIV positive gay male friends I worry are dead when they disappear from social media. I looked Jamie up on Facebook. He was back in San Francisco again, playing in a metal band called Undercrotch. The host stopped in 2016. Did he just not go on Facebook for the first 2 months of 2017? When I wrote this? Maybe. It looked like he was still living as hard as ever. He looked drunk and on drugs in his pictures. Poor dear Jamie. I put on a show for Desolate. Like American Horror Story, it's sensationalized fiction with relatable real-life elements. That's storytelling. My father wanted me to go through the highlight and underline what was and wasn't true in Jet Set Desolate, which I was not about to do. Some people believed all of it. Thought I was dirty and awful. Some people believed none of it. Thought I was absurd and miserable. Thought it was absurd and unreadable. According to that negative Amazon review, the 1-star one, my LA ex-best friend's jealous massage therapist pothead friend wrote it. For revenge on me for being better friends with her friend than she was. What the fuck? Who does that? The truth is, yes, I used to be a coke addict a million years ago. I used to be an alcoholic. I went to the psych ward a few times. I've had a lot of sex. I've been fired from jobs many times. Every job I've been fired from almost every job I've ever had. I got herpes in San Francisco around 2003. All that is true. But no, the Jamie Brady character didn't really die at the Jonesy/PD/Jesse pastiche evil boyfriend character's hands. I didn't get Hep C and HIV as far as I know. The Ian/Davy character wasn't bisexual as far as I know, anyway. Ian/Davy never slept with Brady/Jamie. Lamone is a pastiche of Kara, Annika, and Sarah, with her character arc being a combination of different friends in San Francisco in different times. No one lasted there long. Most of all, I don't emphasize this, I have never made a double penetration porn. I think the filmmaker guy just filmed Jose, Raul, and me making out. Never got involved in the action. Then they left. I was drunk and high. I don't really remember. I'm positive no porn threesome occurred as was described in the book, though. That was using all the chops. That was 13 years ago. I was really fucked up at the time. Actually, no, that was 16 years ago. Longer than that. CalArts, where I workshopped Jet Set Desolate, taught me a lot about how to twist facts and fiction together like a braid and make a story. In my later personal essay and anthology work, I created a life story pastiche of fragments in different places to a scavenger hunt. Collect them all to get the full story. I was publishing bits, piecemeal, all over the internet and text. This book connects some of the dots. Grandma said, in reading Jet Set Desolate, that she learned a lot about parts of life that she didn't know anything about. I was shocked. I loved her even more. Gave her copies of every anthology I was in for every Christmas until she died. Grandma told me the cow was upstairs. I left the basement door at the top of the stairs open so she could come up. As much as Grandma and her great-grandson always wanted to see her, I hoped Nevada the cat would eventually start coming upstairs in her own volition. On TV, which I was still watching before I began this tangent, the redneck offered Lee drugs again. She protested her sobriety, then snorted the line, knowing she was going to die at the hands of these redneck cannibals. Grandma, watching, seemed quite interested. Before, watching Empire, she'd nodded off in her chair, as she did. Now her wrinkled head was up. Grandma watched the violence. transfixed. This week's Chapter 9 episode of American Horror Story started. Sarah Paulson as Audrey Tyndall and Adina Porter as Lee updated the fake Pigman actor who just arrived on what happened. The spirits, the blood moon, the pokes, it's all real. All of it, said Paulson. The actor is former military. Might be able to help protect them. The actor playing the actor. This is TV, but my life is real. As a mentally ill person, sometimes I question what is and isn't real. There is slippage with the supernatural from time to time. The policeman questioned the young people, who were Reno fans. They went into the woods, witnessed the accident, or the ghosts from the accident. The teens had that internet social justice idealism of the young. Perhaps they could save those trapped in the house, I don't know. I hoped. The teen said, after we post this video, we're going viral. It's worth it. It's totally worth it. The boy teen said. The police were upset not to have found a body if the kids saw ghosts. Sarah Paulson / Audrey saved Angela Bassett / Monet from the Pokes attack. Pokes attack. Lee said she had evidence on the camera of her phone. The blood moon was full. A mob with torches approached in the woods. The Pokes were all scared too. It was the last night of the blood moon. The most dangerous night to be in the home. Roanoke's Chapter 9 was back from commercials. Panic reigned on screen. The military actor was dead. Monet and Audrey fought in the house. I wondered who the last person was who survived this. I knew only one person survived at the end of the show. At least the reality show, not the actual show. No one survives. But anyway, at that point watching it, I didn't know who. I watched. Angela Bassett and Sarah Paulson in their roles watched the video that Lee saved. They saw Adina Porter confess to killing her husband for taking her child. I watched Lee in the forest. Lady Gaga's Scatha shop where Lee a heart to eat. The social media teens were in the woods with the blood moon, excited about all the followers they were getting. They spoke of their fans. I am amused and a little embarrassed of my periodic mentions of my poultry view. Maybe they're out there, I don't know. Fans. Sorry. Racism is scary. Patriarchy is scary, said Sophie. The millennial internet teens obsessed with internet likes. Yes, Sophie, I agree. I have hope these teens will rescue the injured. They are wearing GoPros. One of the teens is killed. The other screams and runs off into the woods. Panic. They see the hanging dolls, the dead reality show people. The teens hide in the production trailer. Watch the camera replaying what happened. There are cameras of what's happening all over the house, as in age-old tradition of reality television. Is this part of the show? Is any of this real? Says the teen. I don't know what's real all the time. The teen sees Lee coming into the house. As commercials play, I hope the millennials stay safe inside the trailer with the cameras. Post their videos, go viral, survive. As I hope to use the internet. Hiding in my grandma's basement. Later hiding in my house with the rising sun. Like a rabbit. For the next 4 years of the Trump presidency. I too am a child of the internet, but not as they. Happy or safe in an enclosed place with technology, such as this. Questioning reality. Voyeuristically watching the world go by online while putting creative artifacts outside into it. Not making contact. The teens watched Adina go into the house from the trailer. Angela Bassett was drinking with Sarah Paulson in the house. Sophie wanted to save Monique Musme and Audrey Tyndall from Lee Harris by going into the house. She convinced the young man to go do it. The teens were finally realizing all of this was absolutely real. I don't want to die, says Audrey. Lee encountered Ashley and Monet. Lee seemed possessed with the spirit of Roanoke. Spoke of cleansing the ground with fire and blood. Leah turned to the dark side with the heart she ate. Lee killed everyone. Oopsie. The teen girl testified to her phone camera. They approached the house. Saw Audrey run out. Monet might be dead. Lee stabbed Audrey with the cleaver, dumped her body in the underground chamber where Edward Philippe Mott's servants starved to death and died. The teens saw the mob approach with the torches. Someone was disemboweled in the chaos. Lee found the teens. I realized they too will die. Lee will be the only one who survives the carnage of the first 9 episodes. I got a pumpkin mochi from Grandma's fridge at the commercial break. Devoured it by the time Chapter 9 returned. The footage was revealed to be recovered from dead people's internet accounts. The teens, who were named Milo and Sophie, I didn't know that, were killed by the ghost mob, impaled on stakes, started on fire. Lee spoke in the prophetic voice the butcher spoke in before. Police footage now. Next morning, back at the house, 2 burnt bodies on stakes. Police wearing cameras searched the house, found the bodies, rescued Lee. They showed her sympathy. Adina screamed in terror. The police were kind to her. Lee might not remember her possession by the witch heart thing. Spirits. The police found Audrey, rescued her. She clutched the police officer in terror. Audrey Tyndall saw Lee. Hate flew between their eyes. Audrey drew a gun on Lee, called him murderer. Audrey Tyndall was shot immediately, multiple times by the police, called a suspect. The episode ended. Commercials played as I stayed tuned for scenes. Adina Porter as Lee was supposed to go on the Lana Winters show to confront Sarah Paulson, the actress, again in a different wig and makeup. I love how they do this. As Lana Winters. Chapter 6. Thanksgiving with the Trumpocalypse. I looked at Facebook and Twitter for a few hours after watching Roanoke. I was inspired by the anti-Trump activism I saw there. I knew, from sleeping all day, that I would be up all night. I relished a night of basement alone time, after so much family sociability. Grandma said, "Thank you," to me when she went to bed. "Thank you," I said back. I was so thankful for her for giving me a place to live that I felt like it was only right to go grocery shopping for her, make her dinner, do her dishes. It was a win-win. I was providing the caregiving for Grandma in her elderly years for these 3 months, so my family didn't have to hire someone. She later ended up in a home before she died. Mom said this was giving me family points, as I mentioned. Given that my family were giving me a roof over my head, a future solitary forever home, exactly suited to my needs, dude, I was forever grateful, entirely willing to caregive for Grandma until I moved into that house. The same way her grandson cared for her, living in her back house. If all relationships are transactional, as Madison Montgomery says, the movie star witch says in American Horror Story Coven, the successful transactional relationships are reciprocal, equal. But one is willing to give, one gives freely with love.